Types of things: the living, the dead, the artificial, and the others. We could distinguish any given entity as living or non-living, but I guess it is also necessary to acknowledge the different types of existing things in the universe. There are living things, dead things, artificial things, earthly things, and extraterrestrial things. Each of these has varying chemical and physical properties, but importantly, they have a unique history. The types of things we encounter daily make it harder to distinguish or define life. If we compare Earth to Mars in terms of types of things, the only shared reality is that both planets have non-living things, such as mountains, sand, deserts, and rocks. Mars does not have living things or artificial things. Let me correct myself. Mars has a few artificial things, like rovers and debris launched from Earth. Note that all living and artificial things originate from Earth. Earth has living things, like bacteria, fungi, animals, and plants. In addition, Earth has products of living things. They are dead things and artificial things. Dead things are physical entities that were once living things or a part of the living thing, such as dead bodies of organisms, wood, bones, fossil fuels, horns, shells, and ivory. Other things include secretions and excretions that are byproducts from living bodies, such as milk, excreta, plant resins, the nectar of flowers, and oils from plants, the whole organic spectrum. The existence of the parts of the dead bodies and secretions depends on their thermodynamic stabilities and the system in which they are present. There are also artificial things that were made or created by living organisms. Living things manipulate their environment by breaking or making structures. They break obstacles that come up against their biological objective of survival and propagation. Organisms also create things that could aid in their survival and propagation. Bees build beehives, otters construct dams, birds build nests, spiders spin webs, and humans build robots and artificially intelligent objects. Artificial things include all entities made by organisms and humans directly, or by robots, tools that humans create. These entities can also be classified in terms of order of emergence. As already discussed, emergence is the phenomenon where complex systems and patterns arise out of a multiplicity of relatively simple interactions. In philosophy, it addresses how new properties or behaviors manifest at higher levels of complexity that are not present at lower levels. For example, the coordinated movement of the human body is an emergent property of the interactions between muscles, nerves, and bones, where the intricate orchestration of these individual components results in the fluid and purposeful motions of walking or running, which cannot be fully explained by examining each component in isolation. Emergence at the biological level can be illustrated through the hierarchical organization of life, starting from biomolecules to the complete human body. Biomolecules, such as proteins, lipids, and nucleic acids, interact and combine to form organelles, the functional units within a cell. These organelles, each performing specific tasks, collectively give rise to the complex structure and functions of cells. When similar cells work together, they form tissues, such as muscle or nervous tissue, which perform unified roles within an organism. These tissues then integrate to construct organs like the heart or brain, each with specialized functions essential for the body's survival and operation. Finally, the coordinated interaction of various organs results in the emergence of the complete human body, a fully functional organism capable of performing a wide range of biological processes and exhibiting properties not present at lower levels of organization. This hierarchy exemplifies how new properties and capabilities emerge at each successive level of biological complexity. All those entities touched by the phenomenon of life have higher order emergence. Touched here means that matter has undergone life processes, living material, dead material, excreted material, or those created by living beings, such as artificial entities. All these have a higher level of emergence relative to all other things, such as rocks. Robots and machines have more strata of emergence than other dead and non-living things, but less than living things. The entities made by nature, non-living things, do not have a higher order of emergence. The emergence is limited to the formation of a simple structure by the accumulation of matter and energy. There is no higher order of emergence in them. A stone, for example, is an accumulation of material bound together. There is not much the stone does or can do. Life itself, or artificial things created by living organisms, have a defined structure that is highly improbable and cannot form spontaneously and instantaneously by random chance. The more strata of emergence there are, the greater the improbability of forming such an entity. A car, for example, is made of thousands of components put together in proper order and architecture to integrate several systems so that chemical energy, fuel, can be converted to mechanical energy, resulting in a controlled motion. It is highly improbable, bordering on impossibility, that a car could come into existence all by itself, even if we waited for an infinite amount of time. Hierarchical levels of emergence are highly improbable. All the tools humans have made are different in the levels of emergence. A simple safety pin to robotic arms in a car factory varies in their strata of emergence. Artificial things, such as computers, cars, robots, and artificially intelligent machinery, emulate many properties similar to humans or nature in general. Self-driving Tesla cars and the agile robots of Boston Dynamics seem capable of replacing humans' working capacity and skill. What would be left for humans to do with advancements in artificially intelligent devices and machines? What would humans be suitable for other than occupying space? For our discussion, artificial things do pose a problem. Artificial devices emulate each of the life properties. A self-driving Tesla car can metabolize fuel, store energy, respond to stimuli, predict a collision, and plan the least time-consuming, most economical, shortest route to a destination. Atlas can run through rough terrain, adjusting in real time to be upright, perform a somersault, and lift weights. Except for the personal anecdotes, ChatGPT could have written this whole book if we had given a series of ordered prompts. When composing this book, I tried ChatGPT for the laws of existence. The result is nothing like what I formulated in this book, making it worthy of being written. The responses of ChatGPT would drag the points back to normalcy or sanity and try to fit every deviation into the breadth of the knowledge it has been trained to. I still had to use ChatGPT to proofread my written English. ChatGPT is the proofreader of this book. It has also been the greatest sparring companion to debate without bruising anyone's feelings. One property that seems to be elusive to devices is reproduction. What might closely resemble reproduction, though, would be computer viruses. There are computer viruses that could create havoc in the functioning of computers. Computer viruses can propagate through networks or the internet, damaging multiple computers and devices. That resembles the property of reproduction. Nevertheless, these computer viruses are not physical entities. If any artificial entity came close to a whole living organism, it would be a 3D printer produced by 3D printers, which can procure all the materials and energy required for printing more 3D printers. The 3D printer should be autonomous in procuring energy, amassing matter, and printing more printers. Other types of things are a product, excretion of living organisms, like feces and vomit. These two types of byproducts of materials have been in living systems, like into and out of the body. They are composed of undigested materials mixed with some organism cells and secretions, such as bile. The formation of pearls by mollusks is by the continuous deposition of secretions produced as a defense against irritants that have entered the shells. Water and air do not exist as distinguishable, structured entities before entering or after leaving the body. Moreover, the process does not drastically change the chemical composition of water and air. Water from urine enters the global water cycle, and so does air. Therefore, we shall exclude them from our discussion. In this context, though, mentioning two important and expensive materials produced by excretion by living beings would be appropriate: coprolite and ambergris. Coprolite is the fossilized feces of ancient animals such as dinosaurs, while ambergris is the vomit, a digestive product of sperm whales. Collectors and researchers highly value them. Given enough time, feces can become precious and sought after too. Are these purposeful creations? The argument that everything has a creator and a purpose for every creation does not go well unless we take a cynical approach. Artificial things or phenomena like intelligent devices, elastic bands, or non-Newtonian fluids, except lava and magma, are all possible but improbable in their existence on Earth without interference or manipulation by living beings. The topic of artificial things disturbs our ambition of defining life. so we should exclude them for now. There's a fantastic show on Earth, a show that is an interplay between physics, chemistry, and biology, making and breaking matter into two categories: matter that is, was, or acted upon by organisms, and the rest of the Earth's matter. In the observable universe, we have not encountered a planet on which there is continuous and dramatic change, where several entities come into existence and fade away quickly in the time frame of the universe. That is, indeed, probably the most incredible show in the universe. Irrespective of which type of thing, non-living, living, or artificial, each of them is amazingly wondrous. To see what nature, the water and air that carved the rocks, plains, and falls, can send a shiver in the spine and yet leave us in exhilaration. Life itself, and the diverse life forms from molecules to groups with amazing complexity, are more intriguing. Then, there are the things created by living organisms, such as the engineering of the nests, dams, and skyscrapers. The science, engineering, and technology that take us in time and space are always enthralling. An open heart and a free mind are all that is needed.